Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 12 of our Toronto Huskies franchise. We are battling off against the Miami Dolphins, who are 5-5. So we're now 10-0 on the season, and we're hoping to stay undefeated. So the Raiders in the next few weeks, they're also undefeated as well. So are the Cleveland Browns for the AFC. But there can only be one team that can handle that number one seed. So let's check out the AFC here. So the Huskies, Browns, and Raiders all have undefeated records so far. The best team with losses is the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 7-3. Now, the playoff picture should be coming in next week, so that's going to be an interesting thing to see. But before we get into today's episode, last episode, it was Joe Flacco's homecoming back to Maryland when we played against the Ravens. 15 for 15, 375 yards, 6 touchdowns on the day. And we'll see you guys at kickoff. I will have the link to the video in the description from last episode.
Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Flacco and the Toronto Huskies taking on and the Miami Dolphins.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Toronto Huskies are ready to kick this off, and the Miami Dolphins in the all-aqua uniforms dating back to 2002. I really like those uniforms. I wish they can bring them back, probably in the next few seasons. So we get to see Tua Tagovailoa stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode for the Miami Dolphins. So left-handed quarterback from Alabama throws this football. That's going to be incomplete. So this will result in a 2nd and 10 now here for Miami. So Miami, they're almost in that playoff hunt. So if they win a couple more games, they will possibly be one of those wild card seeds. So Tagovailoa, he throws another pass. That's going to be incomplete. So they will advance on 3rd down and 10 now. So basically, we're on defense. So they're going to throw this football out. That's going to be incomplete. 0 for 3. 4th and 10 now. So J.Haden will be ready to return the punt here for the Toronto Huskies. As Miami punts this away, J.Haden, he will be ready to return this one out. So he is going to return this. Hopefully he gets a touchdown out of this one to begin the game. This is going to be a very positive outcome. And he gets a touchdown for the Huskies. This will be the first TD of the game. 91-yard punt return, though, as Toronto leads this at home at Maple Leaf Stadium in Toronto, the rapper Drake's hometown. So J.Haden returned that for a pretty long return there, and he got a touchdown out of that one. So Toronto leads at 7-0. We're going to take a break. Okay, and Trevor Williams there claims an INT during the break. So Tua Tagovailoa throws his first interception of the game, and Joe Flacco steps onto the field for the first time in this episode. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10 here for the Huskies. So we're going to use a quick slant route. Trevor Williams does claim his 4th INT of the season, and I am going to throw this to Mapletron, the Abbotsford native, Chase Claypool. So he claimed a 29-yard reception there, so that's going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use the halfback blast run play on 1st down and 10 now from the 21 here in here in Toronto. So Frank Gore, he gained about 5 yards on that play. So last episode against the Ravens, he had 6 carries and 67 yards. And he did not score a single touchdown in that game. But there are episodes that he does score touchdowns and others that he does not. Chase Claypool claims his first touchdown reception of the football game, and that will be his 25th touchdown reception this season, and the Huskies will lead this one 14-0. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 33 here in Toronto. Tagovailoa, he does not want to throw an INT, so on this first down, he actually hands this off to Matt Breida, so he gains about 3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 10, 1:20 to go in the first quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, home of the CN Tower. And he is actually going to get sacked by Eric Brazil, and Miami actually recovers it. So we have 50 sacks on the season. This will be a 3rd and 11. So he didn't lose that many yards defensively on that play. So 3rd and 11. So from the 32, and he gets sacked again, Tagovailoa, by Kenny Clark. Lost 10 yards on that play. And this will be a 4th down for Toronto, for Miami. So Toronto will claim the possession of the football. And J.Haden will be ready to return this punt here for the Huskies. And he gets stopped at the 37-yard line. So we'll see you guys in the second quarter. Okay, 2nd down and 16 now here for Toronto. This begins the second quarter. Huskies lead this one 14-0. I'm going to throw this to Mapletron. Chase Claypool, he uses that juke move, and he gets a 1st down, 3 for 3, 73 yards, and a touchdown. That was the 2nd touchdown of the game, by the way. The first touchdown of the game was actually that punt return, that 91-yard punt return you guys just saw. And it was by J.Haden, so he did pretty decent out on that field. So Chase Claypool, he has surpassed 1,500 receiving yards this season. He could wind up being the league's receiving yards leader this season and possibly having the most touchdowns if he keeps this great performance up. So he already has 25 touchdowns this season, which is 100% acceptable, but I would say Claypool would get stopped at the 2. 5 for 6 there, 112 yards. But we're just not going to use this play for this drive, but on this down rather, and we're going to use the excellent route on 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 2. Flacco, he's going to throw this one to Rob Gronkowski. He claims that touchdown, and this will now be a 21-0 lead here for the Huskies. We'll see you after the 2-minute warning. All right, 2-minute warning has surpassed, but during the break, we actually had a fumble recovery made by Ryan Polamalu. So Joe Flacco, 7 for 8, 126 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns in this game. So Chase Claypool, he has 124 receiving yards this episode, which is surprisingly to see. Maybe he could have 200, 250, maybe 300 receiving yards by the end of the episode. So he claims his 2nd receiving touchdown of the episode, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is going to be a 1st down and 10 from the 30-yard line with only 1:05 to go in the first half. Miami, they've got to throw the ball. They got to play some serious offense if they want to get a touchdown and not get trailed as much. So this will be a 2nd down and 10 here for the Dolphins. So the Dolphins, they got to take offensive plays seriously. And Tua Tagovailoa isn't doing a great performance so far right now. He's 2 for 9, has 1 INT, has 19 passing yards whatsoever. So this will be a 3rd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. And he's going to get stopped at the 33. So this will be a 4th down and 7 now. We'll be ready to return the punt. So the clock is winding down pretty fast here. And I don't think we're going to get a chance to make another play call to end this first half. But we are going to return the punt, though. And J.Haden, he is going to return this punt, and he's going to get stopped at the 34. We'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here in Toronto to begin this second half. J.Haden will be ready to return for the Toronto Huskies, and he is still on his feet whatsoever. Will he return a kickoff return for a touchdown to begin the game? The answer will be a yes sirree, and he does. He proves it, actually. This will be his second kickoff return for a touchdown this season. And he does a bench press celebration right there. That's what I like to see from J.Haden. This is why I like to have J.Haden as my return man, because he is one of those decent players that you see, yes, but he did a punt return and a kickoff return to begin both halves, which is interesting to see. Huskies lead this one 36-0. We're going to take a break. All right, 4th down and 1, and they are going to attempt a field goal, the Miami Dolphins here, and they will actually make this in. So the Huskies are leading this 36-3 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which is interesting to see because the Dolphins, they're going to do a kickoff, and J.Haden will be ready to return. Hopefully he can get a second kickoff return for a touchdown, but I highly doubt it. And he doesn't. But this will be a 1st down and 10 from the 32 here in Toronto. And we're going to use the PA comeback slide on 1st down and 10 from the 32. So Joe Flacco, he is going to throw this football pretty deep to Chase Claypool, Mapletron. He claims that one-handed, by the way. And he has 165 passing yards, Joe Flacco. So that's impressive to see there. So Flacco, he steps back, throws it pretty deep, and Chase Claypool with that awesome one-handed catch gets stopped, though, at the 30-some yard line. All right, now 2nd down and 2 now from the 28-yard line here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada at Maple Leaf Stadium. He actually throws this to Chase Claypool. It's Andy Dalton, so he's going to play the 3rd and 4th quarter here for the Huskies. And he has 179 receiving yards, Chase Claypool, so he's nearly at 200. And Claypool gets a touchdown. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Okay, and Jordan White claims an INT once at it again. He gets stopped at the 19-yard line. He claims one INT, his 3rd on the season. In the last episode, he returned an awesome interception for 100 yards against the Baltimore Ravens. So it was from one end zone to the other, and he got it pretty easily there that time. So that was pretty interesting to see there. So Andy Dalton's going to throw this to Chase Claypool, and he gets stopped at the 6. So 3 for 3, 41 yards there. And this will result in a 1st and goal. So Dalton, he's going to throw this to Chase Claypool. That's going to be a touchdown for the Huskies. And this will be his 4th receiving touchdown of the game. Alright, now 1st down and 10. So they're going to throw this football to Mike Gesicki, and that's going to be a 1st down. He gets stopped in the middle at the field, down at the 50-yard line. 1st down and 10 with only 3:17 to go in the 4th. 3:07 now since they winded down the clock to 10 seconds. So 1st down and 10. And he is going to throw this football out. That's going to be incomplete. So that's going to be a 2nd down and 10. So we're going to use some man coverage here on 2nd down and 10 down at the 50, the middle of the field. And they're going to throw this one out to Mike Gesicki. And he gets stopped, though, at the 28. So Tua Tagovailoa, 6 for 15, 106 yards, and 2 INTs on the day. 1st down and 10, 28-yard line. They're going to step this one up. They're going to throw this to Matt Breida, and we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now first down and 10 from the 13-yard line, and they're going to throw this out deep. They threw the pass deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Second down and 10 now from the 13-yard line, and they want to get a touchdown, which they are in the red zone, but they're not at goal line just yet. So second down and 10. They're going to throw this one out to Mike Gesicki. He claims his first receiving touchdown of the game. The Dolphins actually do claim their first touchdown of the game, and the Huskies lead this one 50-10. All right, it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So J.Haden will be ready to return this kickoff here for the Huskies. And he gets wrapped around down at the 22, so that's going to be a first down and 10. So we're going to have to run the football with Frank Gore. Since we're behind the backfield, we want to move the chains here, and we got to use Frank Gore, and he's going to get stopped at the 33. That's going to be a first down and 10. So we're going to use the quick slants right here on first and 10 from the 33. So Andy Dalton, he is going to throw this football out to Chase Claypool, and he gets stopped at the 45. So 5 for 5, 69 yards for Andy Dalton. Chase Claypool has reached over 230 passing yards and receiving yards in today's episode. And Andy Dalton, he's going to throw this one out to Claypool again. He is still going to get stopped at the 24-yard line. So this will be a first down and 10. So he is nearly at 260 yards. But Claypool has 14 receptions in this episode, which is surprising to see how well he's progressed. Claypool gets stopped at the 6-yard line 22 seconds to go in this game before we claim our 11th victory of the season. And Dalton, he is going to throw this one to Claypool. We'll see you guys at statistics. All right, Joe Flacco and Andy Dalton both had perfect pass ratings of 158.3 pass rating. But both guys had 3 touchdowns for Toronto, which is awesome. But Tua Tagovailoa, 48.9 passer rating. He only had 1 touchdown and 2 INTs on the day. Chase Claypool, 277 receiving yards, 16 receptions, and 5 touchdowns on the day. Mike Gesicki had 1 touchdown. That was Miami's only touchdown. Gronk also had a touchdown as well. Defensively, Eric Brazil had 2 sacks on the day. Kenny Clark, Jordan White had 1 sack each. Williams and White both had INTs respectively, but no defensive touchdowns. But there was a kickoff and punt return by J.Haden respectively. That wraps it up. We'll see you next episode.